Welcome to CoFounder. Today, we're following Alex, a product marketing manager at a global enterprise, as he explores the innovation stream. In an organization of this scale, even small inefficiencies can ripple across teams and regions. This workflow helps turn messy business challenges into validated, execution-ready innovation strategies, all powered by AI.
Hi, I'm Alex. I lead campaign strategy and performance inside a large enterprise marketing team. Lately, I've been struggling to prove the ROI of our efforts. Data is scattered across platforms, and every report feels like a last-minute scramble. Sales needs answers. Leadership wants clarity. And I'm stuck in the middle. Today, I'm hoping CoFounder can help me streamline attribution, automate reporting, and unlock smarter ways of working. I'm in the assessment dashboard now. CoFounder offers 3 types of innovation streams: role, organization, and market. Since I'm solving a problem specific to my role, things like manual reporting and unclear campaign attribution, I'm choosing role. If I were working on a department-wide process or internal tool improvement, I'd go with organization. And if I were building something for external customers or testing a new segment, that'd be market. Okay, let's click Start Assessment.
Let's take a quick pause to understand what Alex has just stepped into. This is the CoFounder Innovation Stream, a guided process that helps teams move from a messy business problem to a crystal clear, validated innovation roadmap. No blank pages, no spreadsheets, no consultants. Just 4 intelligent, AI-guided steps. Step 1, problem statement, where Alex defines the challenge from his unique perspective. Step 2, product market fit. The platform matches the problem statement to relevant AI-generated use cases tailored to the role and priority stakeholders. Step 3, business canvas. CoFounder auto-generates a full strategic view, integrating activities, partnerships, costs, and resources. And finally, Step 4, persona, where CoFounder creates rich behavioral profiles for every key stakeholder to guide adoption, design, and alignment. What's powerful? Each step builds on the one before it. Every insight feeds the next, and all outputs are saved, editable, and ready to drive real implementation. Alex is ready. Let's begin by clicking Start Problem Statement. This is the most human-driven part of the innovation stream, and the one that makes or breaks everything that follows. Innovation doesn't fail because ideas are bad. It fails because the problem was never clearly understood. Vague inputs lead to vague outcomes. But when a problem is defined with precision from the perspective of the person who lives it, everything downstream accelerates. This is where clarity becomes your biggest competitive advantage. So here's where Alex needs to slow down and get honest. The platform will do the rest, but this part? This is on him. Let's listen in.
First, I'm entering my role and what I do.
Everything starts with context. By defining his role, Alex gives the AI a lens to personalize the rest of the journey. Tailored pain points, tailored insights, tailored innovation.
Here's the first challenge I deal with every single week. Our campaign data is scattered across platforms, CRM, paid media, web analytics, and email tools. Reporting is a mess. I spend hours manually stitching data together in Excel just to answer basic questions. Sales keeps asking, which campaign influenced this deal? And I have no reliable, real-time answer.
This is the most important and the most human part of the innovation stream. Innovation doesn't fail because teams lack ideas. It fails because they never define the problem clearly. Here, Alex is capturing the pain in his own words, not a polished brief, but a real articulation of friction.
Now I'm asked to rate how severe this challenge is and how often it happens. For this one, severity is definitely high. Reporting delays affect sales alignment, campaign funding, and even how marketing is perceived across the business. And frequency? Every single week. This isn't a one-off, it's our default mode of working.
This step may seem simple, but it shapes everything that comes next. By ranking severity and frequency, you help the AI focus where it hurts most. Big problems repeated often, they compound, and in a global enterprise that gets costly fast. Don't overthink it. Just ask yourself, how bad is it? And how often does it slow you down?
What is my trigger to act? Leadership wants consistent ROI reporting, and they're asking tougher questions during reviews. Sales isn't just frustrated, they're skeptical. I can't keep patching slides together and calling it insight.
This question unlocks urgency. Innovation doesn't happen when problems are annoying. It happens when they become unignorable. This is where Alex makes it clear. The cost of doing nothing has become too high.
Emotional impact? Before this gets solved? I'm overwhelmed, reactive, and constantly firefighting. If this were automated, I'd feel in control again. I could focus on strategy, not spreadsheets.
Emotion isn't fluff, it's insight. When you know how a challenge feels, you understand its real cost: stress, lost trust, burned time. Capturing emotion helps the AI suggest solutions that actually resonate, not just technically, but humanly.
Existing solutions? Shared Excel trackers. Weekly sync meetings. PowerPoint templates. It keeps us afloat, but it's slow, error-prone, and doesn't scale. Pros? They're easy to access. Everyone knows how to use Excel and PowerPoint. Templates give us some structure, and the weekly syncs at least force us to talk. Cons? It's all manual. It takes hours. And it doesn't scale. By the time we compile the data, it's already out of date. And everyone spends more time formatting slides than learning from the numbers.
This field tells the AI what not to repeat. Innovation isn't just about new ideas, it's about understanding what's already been tried and why it hasn't worked. Knowing what's been attempted and why it didn't work stops you from reinventing the wheel. It clears the path for smarter, next-level solutions.
All right. Constraints. What's really standing in the way of solving this? First, there's no central dashboard that pulls data from all our campaign tools. Each team uses different platforms and formats, so we're always reconciling apples and oranges. There's also no clear ownership of marketing reporting. It just happens when someone's desperate enough. And automation? The expertise is there, but it lives in different teams, and getting access or alignment is tough.
Constraints are the quiet killers of innovation. This step surfaces the hidden friction, the stuff no one writes in a project brief, but everyone feels during execution. By identifying and ranking constraints early, CoFounder helps the AI shape solutions that are not just desirable, but actually deliverable within your reality. Now we get to the part most teams skip, the root cause analysis. It's tempting to stop at the symptoms, but real innovation demands we go deeper. CoFounder uses the classic 5 whys technique to help you dig beneath the surface, turning noise into clarity. It's not about getting it perfect, it's about getting real. Think of it as peeling the onion. Each layer gets us closer to the core.
We spend hours pulling campaign reports manually and still can't link our marketing efforts clearly to revenue. Why? Because we don't have a unified dashboard that connects campaign performance data with sales outcomes. Why? Because marketing and sales use different systems, and there's no shared attribution model across the funnel. Why? Because attribution hasn't been prioritized as a shared KPI, each team tracks what matters to them. Why? Because there's no clear owner or mandate to bridge the gap. It's everyone's problem, so no one solves it. Why? Because marketing's impact on revenue is still seen as indirect, so we haven't earned the urgency to fix it.
The power of this step isn't in the answers, it's in the clarity it gives. If you can't solve the root, you'll keep putting out the same fires. Now we're in the engagement and approaches section. This next step may look simple, but it's incredibly revealing. We're not just mapping what the problem is, we're surfacing how you deal with it day after day. These behavior patterns, workarounds, reactions, rituals, they form the invisible cost of broken systems. And when teams see them listed out, it's often the moment things click.
What do I do about, directly or indirectly related to the problem? I manually pull campaign data into spreadsheets from CRM, ad platforms, and email tools. I create custom slide decks before every executive meeting to explain performance. I chase other departments for updated numbers, especially sales, since we need revenue linkage. I rerun reports constantly because numbers keep changing across platforms.
After entering these, he drags to reorder based on frequency, most to least common. Why does this matter? because what we repeatedly do, even if it's inefficient, shows where the friction really lives. And the more frequent the workaround, the more valuable it is to solve at the root. Now we capture where this challenge lives in day-to-day communication. In large enterprises, the tools may be standardized, but the chaos, still very real.
Most of this plays out in Microsoft Teams. We bounce between group chats with sales, private threads with marketing ops, and pings to our BI team when data doesn't line up. For file sharing, it's usually OneDrive links or SharePoint folders buried 3 levels deep. And when we need more context, it spills into email.
Mapping these channels isn't just about documentation. It helps the AI understand where the problem plays out, so future solutions can integrate right where people are already working. This final step in the problem statement phase is where ideas begin to turn into direction. Alex will list potential solutions that could solve his campaign reporting challenge, then rank them based on what feels most promising.
Okay, based on everything I've captured, the root causes, constraints, and how we're currently working, here's what I think could help. Deploy a centralized campaign reporting dashboard in Power BI to aggregate performance data from LinkedIn, Google Ads, and CRM into a unified, real-time view. Automate campaign attribution modeling using Microsoft Fabric and Azure ML to reduce manual tagging, link campaigns to revenue, and surface predictive insights. Create a cross-functional workflow in Microsoft Teams, a dedicated reporting channel where sales and marketing can align weekly and flag discrepancies faster.
Notice how Alex moves from problem to possibilities, but doesn't stop at listing them. He drags to prioritize. The top-ranked solution often becomes the starting point for building an actual innovation roadmap. This is a natural point to pause or press on. Some users stop after one challenge, and that's perfectly fine. Others go deeper, capturing all the friction points they're facing. CoFounder is flexible. You can log as many challenges as needed. You can always come back to the innovation stream to edit or update anything. Whether it's refining a challenge, adding a new insight, or adjusting your priorities, the workflow is designed to evolve with you. Since you've already seen how the problem statement framework works, trigger, emotion, solutions, and so on, we'll breeze through Alex's next challenge. Just watch how the workflow scales seamlessly.
That wraps up both challenges. One centered on the day-to-day grind of manual, disconnected reporting. The other? A bigger picture issue, the misalignment between marketing and sales that's slowing us down. Now I'm moving on to the final question, how these challenges are impacting the way we work as a company. These challenges, manual reporting and cross-team misalignment, are slowing us down across the board. They affect how quickly we make decisions, how clearly we communicate performance, and how confidently we allocate resources. We spend more time chasing numbers and syncing between teams than actually optimizing our campaigns. It's making us reactive instead of strategic, and that shows up in our results.
And with that, the problem statement phase is complete. Alex has captured not just what's broken, but why it matters, how it feels, and how it impacts the organization as a whole. This is where the AI steps in. It takes everything Alex has shared, the pain, the patterns, the priorities, and begins shaping it into a set of high-impact, tech-powered innovation opportunities. Let's click next and see what CoFounder has uncovered. We've arrived at the final evaluation of Alex's problem statement, where CoFounder has synthesized everything he just entered into one clear, structured summary. At the top, we see a high-level overview, a concise narrative that blends both of Alex's challenges into a single, AI-refined problem statement. Its focus, grounded in real-world friction, and ready to be carried forward into use case generation. Beneath that, we see a deep dive into each challenge. Need to revisit any challenge? Just click View Detail. You'll see the full story, from trigger to root cause, constraints, behaviors, channels, and solution pathways. It's all captured in Alex's words and ready for team discussion or refinement. CoFounder turns every pain point into a structured insight, the kind that sparks innovation and aligns teams. And finally, on the lower left, the challenge breakdown, a visual plot of severity versus frequency. This helps you prioritize which problem to solve first based on impact and how often it disrupts daily work. The work Alex did wasn't just input. It's now a reusable asset, a structured foundation that the AI will carry forward into every next step of the innovation stream. From here, Alex can refine anything, regenerate the AI output, add this to his dashboard, or turn any phrase into a project item with a single click. You can toggle between different steps in the innovation stream by clicking directly on any stage in the left sidebar. See that green check mark? It means the step's complete and fully editable. Just click to jump back in, update a response, or add new inputs without losing progress. Here's something important. Anytime you revise any part of your innovation stream, whether early in the journey, like adding a new challenge, adjusting your response, or much later, like changing a DFV score or editing your stakeholder list, CoFounder detects it. You'll see a pop-up alert, data changes detected. It's your signal that some downstream steps may be affected. Click Confirm, and CoFounder realigns the rest of your stream instantly. Click Cancel to leave things as they are. This flexibility matters. Innovation is rarely linear, and it's iterative. As new insights emerge, your thinking evolves, and now, your platform evolves with you. You'll also notice two buttons at the top right. Regenerate. If something doesn't land quite right, maybe the AI misinterpreted tone or missed a nuance, Alex can click Regenerate to produce a new version. CoFounder doesn't lock you into a single outcome. It gives you flexibility to refine, explore, and course correct. Add to dashboard. Dashboards aren't just visual summaries. They're living shareable workspaces, places where Alex can connect innovation efforts to reporting, share progress with leadership, and align the team around what matters most. From here, Alex can either add this to an existing dashboard or create a new one for this initiative. Once added, it becomes part of his innovation control panel, ready to be revisited, updated, or shared with stakeholders, collaborators, or even investors. It's a powerful way to turn insight into visibility and visibility into action. And here's where CoFounder truly shifts from insight to action. If Alex spots something important in this evaluation, he can simply highlight the sentence. A green Create Item button will pop up. Create Item turns that insight into a trackable task on the CoFounder project board, where ideas become priorities and priorities become execution. It's how teams align quickly around real pain points. And remember, if you're ever unsure at any stage, just click the Ask CoFounder button right at the top of your screen. That opens up a world of AI agents to support your unique innovation journey across every part of the CoFounder platform. Because here, you're never innovating alone. Congrats! You've just completed the most important part of the innovation stream, problem statement clarity. As we said at the start, innovation doesn't fail from a lack of ideas. It fails from unclear problems. Thanks to Alex's inputs, the problems are now clearly defined, prioritized, and ready for action. In the next video, we'll follow Alex into step 2, product market fit, where the platform helps translate these challenges into powerful use cases mapped to real tech. Until then, remember, innovation starts with clarity. Dream bigger, build smarter, go further with CoFounder.